Okay, so I never really make these kinds of videos, but my channel isn't exactly known for its consistency, so I think I can get away with making a CinemaWins video. Right? Anyway, if you're watching this, that means that you're on the internet. And if you're on the internet, that means that you've at least heard of the Amazing Digital Circus. This animated pilot took YouTube by storm, gaining over 200 million views in the first few months of uploading. Its immense popularity stems from many factors such as its memeability, but also the fact that the show itself is actually pretty amazing. So let's dive into the episode and point out the very first thing we see is a digitized version of the title. 2 seconds in and there's already hints at this all being inside of a computer. I love that you can pretty much tell every character's personality just from this first part of the theme song. Foreshadowing. Well, I guess we can't let the viewers get too comfortable up front.
Kane, is this one of your NPCs, or is this a new sucker?
Gotta give a win for Michael Kovacs as the voice of Jax. I swear that dude is in half of every show on the planet, and yet he somehow makes every one of his characters sound unique.
I'm not doing that again.
I also gotta give a win for Ashley Nicole's voicing a whole main character. Most people just know her as an animator, but apparently she can voice act too.
What the is going on?
Digital Circus strays away from the trope of adult animations having an excess of profanity by finding a clever way to prevent it.
Okay, now I get it! This is a dream, and I should just play along until I wake up, right?
Can't blame Pomni for immediately using denial. It is the first stage of grief, after all.
Or engage in ridery at the Digital Carnival!
Engage in ridery. I ought to start using that.
This is the void! We don't venture out into the void. Not even I know what's out there.
More foreshadowing.
Hello, Kane. I love you.
Let's get out of here before the moon gets frisky!
Somehow just this scene started a whole shipping community between Kane and the moon, which, let's be honest, is hilarious.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Who animated Jax here? They need a raise.
What's my name?
I love the delivery on that line there. Imagine how frustrating it would be if one day you couldn't remember the one word that defines you as a person. You'd probably act pretty much like this.
Hereby acknowledging that your chosen name and/or names may not breach the Digital Circus user license agreement, stating that your name may not include objectionable content. Objectionable content includes but is not limited to sexually explicit materials, obscene, defamatory, libelous, slanderous, violent, and/or unlawful content or profanity.
Medicine commercials be like.
What do you think of...
So here's something interesting. Apparently the name XDDCC was picked because DDCC was an inside joke between the show's creator and her friends, and they added the X to make it harder to pronounce. However, it just so happens that the name is also code for the word out if you run it through a -17 Caesar cipher shift, which fits Pomni's character pretty well.
Gadzooks, you're right, Jax! We should have a brand new adventure for our new member, Pomni!
I said that like 5 minutes ago.
Okay, but am I the only person who does this all the time? Register something someone says 5 minutes after they say it? Win for relatability.
You parasite!
I love how much expression these animators are able to add to a character that has nothing but eyes and a mouth head thing.
But what are they?
I'm glad you asked, Bubble! They're small...
And what do they do?
They...
How do they...
Dude, Bubble is actually such an underrated character. He's like that one friend that no one in the group likes, but he somehow makes the group more entertaining anyway.
Why do these humanoid hash browns do this?
Humanoid hash browns, who wrote this?
That's for you to find out!
Just in case you forgot, this takes place in a computer program. Probably.
I think Kaufmo's gone insane. Last time I spoke with him, he was rambling endlessly about some exit. Kinda like you, Pomni. You might be going insane too.
But wait, wouldn't that more likely mean the exit does exist?
This is in fact how probability works. Here's a win for Pomni paying attention in statistics.
They're the two most mentally stable and capable characters to be paired together.
My comedy mask is broken again.
Ah! Oh! Gangle, you startled me.
Oh, Kinger might be my favorite.
After a while, you start to realize that you really can't leave, and constantly chasing an unattainable goal will start driving you a bit crazy. And eventually you get to asking what the point of anything is, and you completely lose sight of who you are and why you're even alive, and when you reach your breaking point, something really terrible can happen.
I'm pretty sure this is a metaphor for the way that a lot of real people feel trapped in their own lives. The unattainable goal line could also probably resonate with a lot of people, whether it's a literal goal someone has or just wanting to feel happy or comfortable with yourself again. Here's 3 wins for the show expressing anxiety quite accurately. And there's one of the memes.
What is that?
It's a metaphor for capitalism. No, just kidding. It's probably just a metaphor for giving in to intrusive thoughts or something. That's not much better, is it?
Hey, Pomni!
Computer program, I am telling you. Believe me when I say that I would have removed 5 wins if any of those pins had been left standing. But Jax came in clutch. We're all good.
I think it's a nest.
Hello?
Once again, Kinger is being the funniest character.
It's okay!
That was the most unconvincing "it's okay" I've ever heard.
I don't really know.
I can't believe I haven't seen a single person point out the game of Pong going on using Ragatha's face.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it.
Politeness. Even on the edge of mental stability, Pomni manages to stay friendly. I like this scene since it's the only time that Pomni gets to independently explore the circus and give us a lot of mysterious world building.
Gotcha! Oh.
Haha, Kinger again. Pomni sees her new body for the first time, and reacts appropriately. Pulling a Shin Shi Huang. If you don't know that reference, look up Shin Shi Huang Pillar. It's hilarious.
Oh, thank God you're okay. You didn't experience a game show in there, did you?
So this is actually a reference to one of the show's creators' past animations, Little Runmo, where the protagonist is eaten by a creature and experiences a game show in their belly. This is a fun Easter egg for veteran Goosework fans.
Wasn't this whole thing for her?
Be quiet. I can't hear the escalator.
Okay, Jax could be pretty funny too. Why did Pomni react like this when seeing the computer? Here's the popular theory. That's actually her desk from the real world, since the desk we see at the end of the episode looks identical.
And into the cellar you go. Oop.
From these last few scenes, we find out that Kane is strangely powerful. I wonder if that will be important in future episodes.
I do have to apologize for lying about the exit. I was having so much trouble figuring out what to put on the other side and ended up never quite finishing it.
For some reason, the definition of exit doesn't seem to have been coded into Kane's intelligence. Might suggest something darker at work here, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Here's another one of the memes. Also, this finale music goes incredibly hard. Oh, that's ominous. I wonder what that could mean. God, this show is full of mysterious foreshadowing and I love it. And there's the main video, but this is also typically the point in a CinemaWins video where he talks about the production as a whole. And I do have a few things to say. First of all, if I haven't already made it clear, I like this show a lot. From the smooth animation, which in my opinion is a step up from Murder Drones, the characters and voice acting, as well as the vibes that this first episode gives off. The pilot introduces the circus as having a fun and innocent appearance, but much darker and scarier aspects if you look too closely. It shows the characters experiencing this seemingly fun world, but immediately running into the demoralizing parts of it. It does a great job at portraying things like anxiety and mental illness as a whole, and it really leans into the trope of having the aesthetic and music be wholesome while the actual contents are dark. This also technically places the show in the adult animation category, with things like the clever censoring keeping it viewable by basically all audiences. When you consider that, along with everything else the show had going for it, it's no wonder that the Amazing Digital Circus has blown up as much as it did.